I want to see this pound cake, dang it.
We're live. Welcome to the Iron Palace Podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that exists in a state of pure hypertrophic nonsense where time slows down during PR attempts, chalk becomes a controlled substance, and somewhere between your third bad decision and your fifth one more rep, you realize that this podcast isn't something you listen to, it's something you survive.
Hey, that may be the most accurate one yet.
Yeah, because you're laughing so hard, you think you're going to die.
I'm going to die.
My hat don't fit no more.
I'm going to die.
Someone's gonna die
What?
if y'all keep these injuries up.
Christ, that's not...
I was like, are you threatening us?
Yeah,
She was like,
I am threatening
she
you
was
guys.
like, well, somebody's going to die.
Yeah, someone is going to die.
And
She
it ain't
looked
gonna be
looked
me.
your way.
Yeah, and she's like, and it ain't going to be me.
And I
It
know...
ain't gonna be Caleb either because he's not getting hurt, or
So-
Alan.
Oh, so it is me. You are threatening me.
There's another person on this podcast
You
who
are
is not here
threatening me.
because he's also injured.
You are threatening me.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I feel threatened.
we survived the 40-yard dash.
I survived it.
That's true. You did finish it.
Yeah.
Michael did too.
30 seconds late hardly counts as finishing it.
He crossed the line.
He did.
Barely.
He crossed
He crossed the line and immediately hit the ground.
That's my second favorite part of that video. It's nothing.
Yeah, you're
And
just...
then Mike.
I know.
And
That's
then
why,
Mike going, whoo.
that's why I cracked up editing it, and that's why I left that part, because you think, oh, he just forgot to edit out this part. And then you see Mike walking up real slow. My favorite part was Keela in the background, Mikey. Because Mike not just hit the ground and didn't just bounce. He skipped.
I don't think I've ever watched a video of somebody falling that many times.
I was in tears.
I don't think I've ever skipped a rock on water further than he skipped on the ground. He hit the dirt hard. And Connie, if you're listening to this, which you're probably not, and that's probably for the best, he started it.
That's true. There was a lot of talk going around.
And it was all because we were trying to give him a hug, and he sprinted out the door. We chased him down, gave him one heck of a bear hug, by the way. He appreciated it. And then he said, I was faster than you guys. You guys got outran by a 55-year-old man. And then, by God, we showed him he ain't that fast. Especially ain't that fast when he's crawling on all fours.
What it was is he tripped over all the crap he'd been talking.
I think so.
He'll never be allowed to do that again.
No, I think he's going to referee our races from now on. Even though we had talked about doing this, quarterly?
Yeah.
And now we're 2 men down of our quarterly race, so
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't even taken the trophy that I made and won out of the truck because
It just doesn't feel like
it
a real win.
doesn't
does
feel
it?
like a real win.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to have to face it, you know. I'm too old for
Oh
Too
my
old,
god.
you're just going to have to quit doing anything.
Yeah.
I called
Yeah, me
Holland
too.
later that day and was like, so you're 45, right? And he said, yes, it's a 44 is about when the wheels start falling off. Huh? Pec tear and Achilles. Achilles.
Just go ahead and get you a lift chair and just start sitting at home.
A lift chair.
Dang.
And a hover round.
That's what some people think.
I know what I'm
Yeah.
getting you for Christmas. I already missed your birthday, so I can make you an Easter basket. Life alert.
Yeah. Well,
Just be careful hunting eggs this weekend. It's Easter weekend. I don't.
want you to slip.
Yeah, your life alert thing's not in yet. You gotta wait.
Yeah. I already put some little grippy things on the shower floor.
That's how you know.
And a handlebar. Like, you're gonna get one of those little seats you can put in there.
Oh god.
Had one of those.
Honestly, smart. Because sitting in the bottom of the shower is just
This took a turn.
pain to get up.
when you're sitting there crying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a long way to get up, and that little handle just sometimes I don't know if it's gonna hold me.
Yeah.
It's my last hope right there.
I'm just picturing you in the shower, just
Whoa.
falling.
Lisa, I'm married.
In my head, you shower in like a bathing suit, like swim trunks.
Like a onesie.
Yeah.
Like from the 1920s.
The little 2-button butt flap that's always somehow only got one button holding it up.
Stripe, you know. You're in that, and you're in the corner crying like Ace Ventura.
All right. Hold on a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just kidding. I know ChatGPT won't make that.
Anyway, well,
So what do you guys shower in?
What you see right now?
yeah, me too. Saves on laundry.
Showered by dirty clothes.
Yeah. Put on all my dirty clothes. Take a shower.
All of them at once.
It's like that episode of Friends. With
Yeah.
Joey.
You steal my suit, I wear all of your clothes.
Yeah, that's how I shower. The only thing is, after the shower, you weigh like 700 pounds.
So it doubles as strength training along with. That's smart.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try it.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Well, unfortunately, the sprint started a huge discussion about age and
Oh, yeah.
not exercising, I guess.
Wait, there was a discussion?
Oh, you weren't there.
Oh, man.
Somebody's just.
There's a couple people that were like, y'all are too old. I'm like, you all? Excuse me?
Yeah, wait a minute. Pause.
I was like, He's fine. You're
Yeah,
fine. I'm
He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
I was like, so,
Alan just says, oh, all the time, but he's never actually hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the only one that actually got hurt.
And you barely said, oh.
you didn't say anything.
You just said, I just popped my
I thought you were
Achilles."
joking at first.
Yeah, you were sitting on the ground. I just tore my Achilles. Like, it really reminded me of how Christian talks.
Oh,
It's like we turned around. I just tore my Achilles.
I was like, I just thought you guys might want to know.
Yeah. Thought you'd want a heads up.
Yeah. I just said that to keep you from making fun of me for, like, I was like, it's going to be hard for me to stand up. And they're going to be like, oh, the race. I'm like, my Achilles is torn.
Well, actually,
Before you make fun of me.
yeah,
Before you gave me a hard time, be like,
it's a
not
good
only.
call. Because if you had just like sprained your ankle, that would have been bad.
Right.
I mean, not as bad as Mike's scraped knee. But
It looked pretty bad.
whenever he sent us the
Yeah.
picture and I had showed Keela, she said, why is there so much blood? I was like, what are you talking about? She said, it's red. I was like, because he skint it.
Oh, yeah.
I bet I'd show you, but it's I'm pretty sure we'd get in trouble.
It'd be right here, right here, right here, right here,
Yeah.
and right here.
So on that note, like little pop-ups that you get whenever you get a virus.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm just kidding. It won't be.
But yeah, so like the only person that got hurt was the third from oldest.
And oldest.
So, I mean, well, he didn't get hurt.
His pride did.
I mean, I guess.
And really, who got hurt worse than that?
I guess there's a difference between getting hurt and getting injured. I was injured.
That's valid.
Yeah, Mikey got a boo-boo,
Yeah.
and you got an ouchie.
And I got surgery.
And I have to have surgery.
And I got surgery.
To be fair, you had injured it before.
Yeah, that is
That's
true.
what I was gonna say. Like you've been.
Favoring that for a while.
I was gonna say complain, but that wasn't the right word, so I was trying to come up with the right word. But
Yeah, because it had been bugging me for like longer than a year now. And I don't know. I kept thinking it'll eventually stop hurting.
It did.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
But I thought
your
though
body has a crazy way of making you slow down.
I thought it was going to go the other way though. Like
Get
it was.
heal instead of tear completely.
Yeah. But apparently I didn't let it.
You thought it was going to just stop hurting and be good?
Yeah. I mean,
Solid logic. Add more weight. What
Yeah.
could go wrong?
exactly. It's the way I'm fixing my shoulder.
I mean, it's working.
While you're there with your max out of pocket, you might want to get that checked.
Yeah.
It's too bad it wasn't at work.
Right.
You should have just went to work.
Dang, we should have definitely had this race at your work. In your uniform.
Next time we do anything, we'll just make sure you're on the clock.
Yeah. With an L. Don't forget that.
But yeah, so but you know, it's kind of like the way the bicep tear. I'd hurt this elbow. Of course, I didn't know if it was a bicep tendon or what, you know, whatever it was. I was shoeing a horse, and I was picking up his
It's just not something you hear every day.
I was about to say, if everyone who was going to make a joke, it was you. Because you're just.
I was like, what's funny about?
How long have you known him?
I was like, what's funny about being a farrier? You
Yeah,
know?
he's a
I
farrier.
didn't say it surprised me. I just said it's not something you hear all the
Yeah,
time.
no, you know, a lot of people are like, you did what?
I hurt my elbow shoeing a horse.
Yeah, but
So whenever he's told you he's a farrier, what did you hear? Fairy?
I don't know.
she was like,
I don't think you ever said that word.
She was like,
'cause I've never heard that
she
word
was like,
before.
that makes a lot of sense.
A farrier?
Connecting a lot of dots
She's
here.
like, that explains a lot.
Now I see why you and Caleb talk all the time.
Are you a fairy too?
Farrier.
Bippity boppity boop.
But he, I was bending down. I was grabbing his rear leg to pick it up and put it on the stand.
Caleb's?
Oh, I was going to say.
Caleb's rear leg.
I don't like being on one leg, so you got to really force it.
The horse or Caleb?
Caleb's okay if you're using just dealing with his front legs, but
Yeah.
he gets touchy with his hind
Yeah,
legs.
my back legs are. I don't like them being touched. And you got to stand off to the side because I'm liable to catch you with one.
That's like there's an old Bogart movie. I don't remember which one, but he's apologizing to these guys. He got angry with them. He's like, oh, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get up on my hind legs." And I was like, "Huh? You're
That was like a guy said, I forget where I was at. And he said, yeah, he caught me real flat-footed on that one.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never heard that before. And now I use it all the time. Like, man, he caught me flat-footed on that one.
But back to the horse. So he jerked his leg up real fast, and I had a hold of the top of his foot, and in between his knee and the top of his foot, it hyperextended my elbow.
And you had to let it because you didn't want to hurt the horse.
Exactly. So, and you can't let go of the horse because he can't think he won. You know, so
That checks
you had
out,
to
yeah.
just hang in there. But whatever. So it popped.
Like
Well,
Luffy held on to Lucci in that one fight.
exactly.
Yeah.
One Piece.
Whatever.
That's what I assume it is every time they say something.
When I know what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I went into this episode knowing I'm going to bring up One Piece fact. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, throw it out there.
Yeah. But and it popped and it hurt for a second or two, but then it went away. And then throwing a hammer, Highland Games, I hyperextended it again, and then it got crazy sore to where I was like, we had a competition. I had a competition coming up, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to throw. So I thought, I'm just gonna go get a cortisone shot. I went, and they were like, this isn't gonna fix the problem. I was like, I don't really care about fixing it. I just need to use it. I was like, we'll worry about fixing it later. And they're like, okay. So they gave me the shot. Felt great for like months. And then I was like, I'm good. Then it started hurting again. I got one more shot. Felt great until it popped loose. And I was like,
You wasn't even lifting anything when it popped, right?
No, I was
Oh,
setting
you weren't? I didn't know that.
I was setting an empty Easy Curl bar on the rack. Like an Easy Curl bar is what, 15 pounds?
Yeah, 15, 20.
Yeah.
I was setting it on the rack, and as soon as my elbow straightened out, it popped and just rolled up into my.
Ouchie.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't even know anything was wrong with it at that point because it had stopped hurting, But of course, I ignored it long enough, and then I guess same way with this. Moral of the story: if you have an injury,
Don't ignore it.
maybe have it checked out.
But there's nothing that they would rather do a full repair than fix a tendon.
That is true. So I
They'll
guess
tell you that.
I guess
It's
in that
easier
case-
to
run it until the wheels fall off.
I was just thinking because
A lot of our wrestlers, they was told that. Just wrestle it till it breaks, and then we can fix it easier.
yeah, because I was just sitting here thinking, like, if you go to the doctor and say, yeah, this is hurting, and they can see that it's strained, and what are they going to do?
Yeah, I mean, a tendon injuries are way different than muscles. You know? A muscle tear, they can let it fix itself.
Yep.
Tendons don't. Stupid tendons.
And it's easier to reattach than repair a tendon.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the next topic. As someone who has done this a lot lately,
Yeah.
how do you train through injuries?
Not the way he does.
You just keep going.
I was about to say, I don't know. I would still say I would probably train like Holland through an injury, because most people use the injury as an excuse to just not, or at least not do anything. Like, I'm not saying like, yeah, you tore your Achilles, definitely go squat today.
Right.
But like, at least find something to do.
Pistol squats.
Hey, I'm gonna have my
One
right leg.
heck of a right leg.
My right leg is gonna be jacked.
You're gonna be like that guy that only worked out one arm.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one leg.
I told him he's gonna be the person where people make gives and they say skip leg day.
Or just one leg day.
I was like, my upper body is gonna be so jacked, and then my legs are gonna be so thin.
At least now you're gonna get your bench press back.
Yeah. That's what I was telling her. I can focus on it.
I've been really looking at focusing on my bench press.
Yeah. Yeah. Now if I can just get this shoulder to quit hurting,
Add more weight.
that's what I've been doing. Somewhere between 315 and 335, it quits hurting.
Yeah, that's what I usually say.
And but everything up to that hurts like crazy.
I agree with that too.
That's like we were doing front delt raises. I had to start off with, was it the 5s or the 10s?
It was the best time of my life because I was going heavier than all.
I think it might have been the 10s, and you started with the 15s. Yeah. So I'm here. I'm doing the 10s. And, oh man, it's killing me.
And overhead press.
And Lisa was like, got the 15s. She's like, somebody's stronger.
Anywho, what's your plan? Are you just skipping leg day, or?
Well, yeah.
And how would you recommend training?
Well, it's like with the 2 upper body injuries that I had, with the bicep tear and the pec tear. The pec tear was harder to work around than the bicep tear was. But still, though, like, I managed to deadlift and do hack squats, stuff like that. It was hard to, do a regular back squat. Still is with the shoulder. But to do safety bar squats, all that stuff. So, I mean, you can find something to do, And I was thinking, even with this, I can still probably get by with, like, hamstring curls and, quad extensions,
Mm-hmm.
So, probably going to work on those. Really spam bench. I got to catch back up to Alan.
Mine's kind of dropped off.
I think Alan did that to help me out.
Alan, did you ever get your steak dinner?
No, I did not.
Wow.
We canceled the bet, though, so it didn't feel right.
It's kind of like your win.
Your win.
In the race.
Yeah,
Somehow, both of those competitions, I ruined it by getting hurt.
Is that your master plan?
if I can't win, no one shall.
That's right. But yeah. But I don't know, you just gotta, like I was telling her the other day, I'd almost got, was it Sunday maybe? I'd kind of almost got to the point where I was about to feel sorry for myself. Because I was thinking about,
That was my facial expression. I was like, oh.
like I was thinking about all
He
this.
has feelings.
I was like, where's this coming from? Ooh.
Because I was thinking about all this stuff that I'm not going to be able to do.
Oh yeah.
Coming up, and I like it almost got there, and I was like, nah, quit being a wuss,
Yeah, that's what I would say.
because there's so many other things that you can do,
Yep.
and so, but yeah, I got close to it. I was at work, and I was what was I doing? I think I was trying to climb into the Bobcat. And it was really hard to navigate like climbing with this boot and everything. And I was like, man, this sucks. I suck. Life sucks. And then by the time I got sat back down, I was like, whoa, where did that come from?
You said been hanging around Caleb way too much.
I was like, yeesh. Yeah, I was like, got to get over that, you know. But
That'll
it's-
get you.
I mean, yeah, and like you can do that, and then just give up.
It's very easy to get stuck there for sure.
Yeah, and then that spirals because not only now are you missing out on whatever your injury is causing you to miss out, but then since you've quit training everything else, you're losing all of that too.
Yep.
And like, I mean, it's making it way worse than it has to be.
It's a slippery slope. I mean, I know that's why we've talked about mental health a lot. It's very easy to fall down there and not come back up.
Yeah.
So, welcome to my world for like the 10 seconds you were in it.
While I was getting into the Bobcat, I was like, I sat down and I was like, dang, where did Eeyore come from? I was like,
So when do you become too old and frail to
yeah,
not work out?
You're
anymore?
not.
Apparently 44.
No. It's funny because then like this article popped up on my thing where I think it's a Yale study where they said like only 1 in 10 women can do 1 pull-up and only like 2 in 10 men can do more than 10. And then one of the things was only, what was it, 2% of people sprint one time after the age of past the age of 30.
Boom, we all did
Hey.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
you know, and the thing about it, like,
Actually, that makes like 5 or 6 times for me.
yeah, but you know, that's like, people are like, oh man, you're too old to be doing that. You know, just face it. You're not athletic anymore. Blah blah blah. You know, quit. But if you had never stopped sprinting,
Yeah.
you know, that's when you lose the ability to do something. Is when you stop doing it.
It's like all the people that can't skip anymore.
Yeah.
Did I not just say that? That's the exact thing that I used. I was like, because in CrossFit, we skip as a warm up. Like every time there's running or sprinting in a workout, we skip as a warm up. And I was like, you know how weird it feels now to skip? Because it's just not a normal thing.
See, like,
Can you still skip?
yeah, probably about 10 years ago, I would have
But it
laughed.
feels odd.
I started to the other day, and I was like, "Oh wait!" Like I really got. I was
Then he felt real bad about it.
like, I was in the process of getting like standing up. I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to skip." No, I can't skip.
Yeah, probably 10 years ago, I probably would have made a joke about CrossFit skipping. But whenever I first started coaching at our gym, they had a kids class where they had them skip, and almost none of them could do it like at all. Not even like,
Really?
yeah. And I was like, you know, actually, I think I just changed my mind. I think everyone should probably skip every now and then.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel like a kid.
Well, and like,
Well,
I
that,
enjoy it.
Well, that and just think of like the movement itself is just good for you to be doing.
yeah. I mean,
Don't ask me exact science about it because I'm not smart enough to explain it, but
well, I mean,
it's good for you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just you lose that body mechanics, motor control if you don't use it. I mean, that's why I think old people fall so easy
Yeah.
because they quit. They get safer and safer in their movements, and they're never out of balance to catch themselves.
Yep.
So when then it does happen, they've lost that. You know, I don't know.
That was part of the study too, is how many, I can't remember the percentage, but it was really high, how many people over the age of 80 can't open a can
I believe that.
because they don't have the grip strength to do it.
Like, I saw a video, I think it's been last year now or something. It was a guy competing in bodybuilding, and he had a colostomy bag.
Yeah.
And everybody was just ragging this dude, talking about how he shouldn't be doing that to his body and stuff. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like, one, I'm a very big believer. Like, I hate the phrase YOLO. But
I do
I'm
too, but
I'm very big in the you're here one time, rock it. I mean, and like if that's what the dude wanted to do, more power to him. And he looks better than anybody else.
You know,
What
and
does that bag have to do with anything?
I don't know.
But just
well,
I don't know.
I think they were talking about, you know, he has a colostomy bag, so obviously he has some sort of intestinal issues,
I mean, he could have
And he's taking
damaged it somehow.
and he's
I mean,
taking steroids, which is
Yeah.
is making it worse.
Yeah.
taking steroids.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's assumed.
I mean, like I don't think that was because I remember that.
Yeah,
and I don't think it was
No, it wasn't a natural.
It wasn't a natural division.
No, that's why it was assumed that he was because it wasn't stated as a natural division.
But the damage is already done.
That's what I'm thinking. And like in my head, like if just because I don't agree with it doesn't make it wrong, but if that's what he's wanting to do, he's already made that peace with himself. Like anyone who's especially at that level of bodybuilding or that level of your sport, whatever it may be, you know the risk versus reward. You've came to terms with what you're doing.
Yeah, and we were talking about this the other day. There's a point where, like with bodybuilding, like if we were just to start bodybuilding, it would be probably beneficial. You know, like we'd lose some weight, we'd get some conditioning, you know, whatever, blah blah blah.
Gain some depression.
But you know what I mean? Like, I mean, health wise, it's not going to be adverse. You know,
Yeah.
until you start getting serious with bodybuilding. And then you get to a point where you give up health for these gains. At the level that he's at, none of those people up there are healthy. I mean, they may be healthy, but none of them are being as healthy as they could be.
That's what we talked about with Sam that day was like where's the line between fitness and everything else?
Yeah.
And everything else being in the fitness category nowadays, like strongman or like professional strongman, bodybuilding, all that. Like where is that line of fitness or just in shape to you've gone past it? You've started like diminishing returns almost on the sense of fitness.
Yeah, because like, I mean, strongman, like if you're just doing strongman workouts, like if that's just a program that you're running, that's great.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, you're getting strength, you're getting conditioning, you're getting. I mean, it's great.
Yep.
But then if you get too serious with it, like look at what Eddie Hall put himself through. That's not healthy.
I mean, even though Hafthor carries it better.
Yeah.
Look at whenever he retired, he even said, I mean, even though his retirement was only like 2 years.
How much weight he lost?
How much weight he lost. He even said, like, I'm doing it for my health because just everything I'm putting my body through is rough.
Yeah.
I want to be here for my kids. I was like, so even to someone who can physically carry that weight better, it still takes a huge toll.
Yeah. I mean, they are shortening their lives.
Yeah.
By being at that level.
I mean, that's even why Eddie Hall did that. And then as soon as he won like he wanted, immediately back down.
Yeah. Immediately retired.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah. And I don't know. I guess there's it all depends on your goal. Like, you know, Eddie Hall's goal was to win World's Strongest Man and to break the deadlift world record. And he did it. He did what it took to do that.
Yep.
But then he quit.
Yep.
So
I mean, to even go to the CrossFit side, like if you watch the CrossFit games, like those people are like, even though they're crazy in shape and fit, like I'd still say they're at the other side of that spectrum because, for one, no one should be able to run that far that long. That cannot be healthy.
nobody should be able to do that
Well, a lot of
after
them have joint issues too.
That's what I was about to say. Even people that run marathons, it's like
Oh yeah,
your knees, your lower back. But
that's like the people that do their videos of running like literally cross country and stuff, and like they show their feet.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's like David Goggins.
Okay, just yeah.
You know, I mean, like, yeah.
That sums up that whole category.
Like, good on him that he can do that.
Yeah.
But he is literally tearing himself apart. Like, I mean, in the long run, is he going to be better off for it? Not to that. I mean, not at that extreme that he's at. You know, I mean, it's commendable that he can push himself through all that. But like,
Yep. And I think that's the downside, like we've talked about with social media before, is like you're going to see just the highlight reel. But like, look at what's his name? I just forgot. He passed away like last year, year before. He's a bodybuilder. He's like 30.
Oh.
And he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
I could not remember his name. But either way, it came out of nowhere. Everyone assumes he's jacked.
Right.
He's an influencer. He's in great shape, and then just out of nowhere.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people correlate being lean
Yes.
with being in good shape or being healthy. And I mean, like, yeah, being fat is unhealthy, but you can be unhealthy and be lean.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can literally die from being lean. I mean, like, if you drop under, I think the lowest you can be is 5% body fat and survive. Once you start,
Organs start shutting down
Yes.
under 5.
because at 5, like,
Well, at 5 is the, like, where, yeah.
I think it was Greg Doucette. Like, he showed a video of one of his weigh-ins where he said he was at like 4.8 or 4, like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. It's Greg Doucette. And the only reason I believe him is because in the video you see him like riding the wall, like just glazed over, just going to weigh in. And he said I couldn't see straight. He said everything was like I was dizzy.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. You're shutting down.
Yeah, your body's like whoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because there's a certain level of body fat your organs require to run,
Yeah.
and now you have taken it away.
Yeah. I mean, and to think about it, I mean, your brain requires a certain amount of fat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, everything has to have fat.
I agree.
Makes me want to fry some bacon. I'm just hungry right now.
I'm starving.
But
So is there an age you think you should stop training?
No.
I think
Is there an
That
age
sounds
that you should
ridiculous.
change? Like, do you think there will be a point where you change how you train, like severely? Not like, oh yeah, I'll do like slightly less reps or slightly less weight. Like, is there a time you think you will severely change training up?
no, I don't think so. I mean, unless my goals change, you know.
Which I don't think that counts. If your goals change, that's completely
I
different.
think as long as your body cooperates, why would you?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm gonna lift as heavy as I can,
Mhm.
as long as I lift.
And then also, how do you judge if your body cooperates? Because like a lot of people will use like that slight, stinger or slight like stress to a muscle group or something as like I tweaked my back, I'm out for 2 weeks, and so then they just think,
Oh well, now I can't.
I'm Exhibit A for that.
well, no, because you keep training. I'm
but you
talking
go
about
back though.
yeah. I'm
Well,
talking,
but I think that I have learned because I had to have back surgery when I was young.
also different than what we're talking about, but yeah.
True, but like my back's fine now, but I re-injure it
Mhm.
pretty regularly. But I think I have learned to like just if I stop working out, it's not gonna help because I
Agreed.
think working out and building strength in my
Mhm.
lower back and my abs, like that's significantly helped.
Mhm.
But also continuing to work out like I have when I injured it also isn't working.
Mhm.
It's like prime example today, my back was rough all week. I don't even remember what I did to tweak it. Do you? I tweaked it somehow. I
Was
don't
it the
know.
front squats?
Probably. Those suck. But
They
like
do.
we did, which CrossFit is CrossFit, but there's a workout that's pretty regular. That's box jumps and then deadlifts. And so I'm always like in my head, I'm like, that's rough on my lower back. And so today it was box jumps, deadlifts, wall walks. It's like I just backed off the weight a little. So instead of doing 175, I did 145, I think. And so
How would you put a deadlift with a box jump? That's like, oh, I've got this really good hot dog,
You know,
but there's poop on it.
I will say that about like looking at the CrossFit workouts. I don't understand how they pair
I don't think they.
the lifts a
I don't
lot.
think they do it by a system. I think it's just
But then at the same time, though, some of them though seems like okay, well, this is going to be kind of a shoulders day with conditioning, and it makes sense.
Mhm.
And then some of them are like it's like a posterior chain day.
that's what today was.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's some of them
Whatever.
don't make any sense, but they are all. I think they're all just designed to,
Stress.
just to maximize the stress in your CNS and your lungs.
which is. We can get back to injury part here in a second, but also, I realize we got off that pretty quick. But so CrossFit is supposed to be functional fitness, which it is. I'm not denying that. But
Right.
what's more functionally fit, CrossFit or strongman?
Well, see, that's what I was joking around about it, and I was like, strongman is just CrossFit for fat guys.
I don't disagree.
I mean, it's almost. I mean, because it's lifting and moving.
But I would argue that it's lifting and moving things in a more naturally occurring way. Because never have I ever found myself doing a thruster in my driveway just for fun.
Yeah, I guess some of the movement patterns may be.
That's what I'm like. But carrying things like farmer's carries or like
Well, I mean, if I'm in the pool and I pick up Amelia and throw her overhead, that's a thruster, right?
I don't know. I don't think that counts. I think
That
that's more. I
counts.
think that's more of a sandbag throw or a keg throw. But you're also not throwing a bar at the top of the thruster.
Similar movement, but
yeah.
But cooler.
But yeah, it's just that I think.
I mean,
Wait,
obviously,
are
we're
you speechless?
Well, no, I was
no. He's trying to figure out which words to say first.
close. Because I mean, you're going to be in better aerobic shape with CrossFit,
Unfortunately,
but you're going to be overall. I mean, strongmen are stronger.
yeah. And I'm not talking about like the
But-
elite pro strongman that's like
But
400
who's in
plus
the-
pounds. I'm
Are
talking
you
about
talking about like if you're just wanting to get in shape, like if
Yeah.
you're Joe Schmo rolling off the couch and
Yeah.
you're wanting to start one workout?
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like I'm not talking about let's take a pro CrossFit athlete and a pro strongman and be like, see what happens. I don't think there's a way to. Well, they've done that.
I know, but I was like, if they were really good about how they selected their lifts, and
They could probably tailor
events.
it to one or the other.
Yeah,
They can, because like I've seen multiple times where they do stuff like that, and just every time I'm watching it, like it's kind of made for CrossFit to win, because I mean, like I watched one where like the strongman did well and everything, but I mean the only one that like they did one that was what was it? Oh, like they did a like
Burpees.
no, well they did do burpees in one of them, but then they had like a max deadlift and then like
I have
something
PTSD
for like
from that.
they had a max deadlift and then like a max rep of something. I was like, obviously, that's not going to be the same. But
Right.
there's a lot of weird things that just didn't seem like it could go a certain way. But either way, but like, yeah, I'm saying if you're just the average person looking to get in shape, which would you say is more like if you're wanting to be functionally fit, if you will? Not that I think anyone should use that term, but
I think CrossFit's probably more injury prone.
I agree.
I mean, I'm the first one to admit that because there's so much.
I think it was one of the I think it was one of the top rated injured sports for a
I
while.
believe it.
Well,
Second to arm
you
wrestling.
just got to be really intentional.
Yes.
Like that's what I said today. I was like, I got to make sure that when I do my box jump, my core is tight. When I do my deadlift, my core is tight. My posture's right. When I do my wall walk, I got to make sure that I'm not about my arms aren't about to give out.
And I think those being timed capped tends to lead to form falling apart because you're hurrying.
I mean, like, have you seen
Yes
the
and
CrossFit
no,
bloopers? Like,
because also it's like they are time capped, but it is also the understanding is you don't have to finish it.
Yeah.
You do whatever you can. In
Who's not going to try to finish it?
that's what I was about to
Tons of
say.
people.
But peer pressure.
When have you not finished?
today,
I
but I was past the time cap.
But you finished it.
Well, but I didn't
I
rush
was just
to
gonna-
get through it to finish
Well,
it in
yeah,
the time
but-
cap. That's what I was.
Well,
gonna
that's
say.
because you've learned to take care of your back.
Well, I think like either or. I don't know if there's enough education about how to avoid injury in either of those sports.
I'll agree with that.
Like until it happens, you don't know what to look for.
Yeah. I think with strongman and CrossFit, anytime that you're using lifting for aerobics, you're making it dangerous.
I agree with that.
Anytime that you're doing, like if you're doing power cleans, just to get good at power cleans or to get stronger at power cleans, that's one thing. But if you're using power cleans to also be part of an aerobic exercise, then you're making them more dangerous.
Yeah.
But strongman does that too, though. I mean, like you've got max reps, you've got a lot of max reps events, so it makes it more dangerous. Instead of training for a 1 rep max. But then again, though, you're getting in shape doing it. So
I mean, because both you
Like,
can get in
it's
shape.
yeah,
So like both,
I'll say I bet you get in shape faster.
I think it depends on what you mean by in shape. Like I think, are you going to cut weight and be more lean? I would say CrossFit.
I was gonna say you'll lean out quicker.
But as far as like being more well-rounded, as in strength versus aerobic or strength and aerobics, I'm talking about in the same allotted amount of time you did one and the other. I'd probably say strongman.
Really? Because I would have gone there, but then I got to thinking about body weight exercises like pull-ups.
Can I just say that calisthenics confuse me? Because the amount of times I've seen people able to do like all these weird pull-up tricks and muscle-ups, and they're like able to make it look like they're walking up,
Yeah.
but then can't deadlift more than 315.
Right.
Make that make sense.
I don't get it.
Because I mean, like you can move your body effortlessly, but yet like this bar does not move.
Yeah.
I guess they just move their body weight. I don't know.
I think those people are lighter than we think they are.
I think those people have made a deal with the devil.
Okay, or that.
That's the only two options.
Yeah.
Also, what's a wall walk?
That's where you do a hand. Well, you lay on the floor and then you walk your legs up on the wall. So
Gotcha.
you're upside down.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Well, that's good for your shoulders.
That's a long way up.
That's a lot of walking for
That's a
you.
lot of walking.
That's valid.
I'd be singing if I could walk 500 miles the whole time. If I could walk 500 miles.
But all this to say, I was going to say that every time I work out, people are like, you shouldn't be doing that because you had back surgery. And I'm like,
But I would argue the opposite.
bingo.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't ever.
Because
That's why I barely ever post anything on social media because my comments are always negative. They're always like, you shouldn't be working out. You have back surgery. What are
well,
you
now you
thinking?"
definitely need to post it.
Caleb's like, I'll be the first.
All the rest of us would be like, well, actually, I don't ever do that. It'd be like this.
Well, that's like the reactions to our sprint video. It's like I could have told you that somebody
They
was
were
gonna,
so negative. I was so over it.
like I could have called it.
laughed.
I could have called it that somebody was going to lose a hammy or an Achilles in that.
Y'all all too old.
It's like, yeah, face it.
I'm
you're-
like,
you know, and I was like, that just
you could all just said, congratulations. You guys are all old and you
Yeah.
still sprinted.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like,
what
I mean,
what I like though
my
is
God.
the track coach was like, I need to work with those guys
I died.
because
I will
I need
take
to
that
work
as
with this
positive,
group.
though.
Oh, it was.
Because,
it
I
just
mean-
made me laugh. It was so.
yeah.
because I mean obviously none of us are sprinters.
Yes. Everyone kept laughing at our stretches at the beginning.
Well, I mean,
Alan's like, I am. Speak for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, just, even though it was a weird win, I still won. And I think whenever I came across that finish line in slow-mo, but I was looking like a majestic deer.
your mechanics could have been better. You know, that's what I took from this guy. He was like, oh, if these guys are wanting to do this, I could help.
That's what I.
That's how I
You
took
know?
it, yeah.
And
Well,
I
I,
mean-
took it as they need as much help as they can get, and I'm willing to help. That's how I took it.
Yep. But I don't like the idea of you should just face it or just give up because, I mean,
Oh, it pisses me off.
yeah, because, like, what
It
then
makes
what?
me so upset.
Like, so I'm supposed to sit around and do what?
well,
for the
that's
rest
what
of
I
my
was-
life.
I was saying this too. I was like, obviously, we joke about whatever different types of deadlifts and CrossFit.
Oh, no, we only joke about one type
Oh,
of
I
deadlift.
know, but I didn't want to joke about it right
The
now.
sumo deadlift doesn't count.
But it's like, are we really? What was the percentage that was in that study too? Like, only 30% of people. I'm making this up now, but it was very low percentage of people over 35 work out regularly. And I'm like, are we really going to spend our time making fun of people that
like if they're working
go
out,
to
at all,
CrossFit 5 days a week, or
Well-
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know we're not
Yep.
making, but you know, you get the gist of it. It's like you're doing something.
Mhm.
Something's better than nothing. And so if somebody tells me you're too old to sprint, I'm 35 years old. By God,
And that's why,
35 me can run circles around 18 me.
that's
Can
why
we
I,
celebrate that?
and that's true. And I like now, like, and I'm not making fun of anybody, but I see a lot of my friends from high school are now starting to work out. Like, I mean, I'm 33, so they're all roughly 33. And so a lot of them are either overweight or just out of shape. And now they're like, I need to work out. And they're starting that fitness journey now, which that's great. I'm not downing that at all. I'm happy you're starting it. I'll help any of you. And every time I get messages pretty regularly from people I went to high school with just asking about stuff. I will always answer those. But also, that's why I don't like, why are you going to dog the people that never stopped?
Well, bingo. And like, I have 2 or 3 friends that just recently started working
Mhm.
out. And so now they're like lifting heavy and they're like, I benched more than you. I'm like, okay, cool. You're also a dude. Like, and I haven't been bench pressing that long. I'm like, why are we
Yeah.
comparing this? But also,
It's like-
then those are also the people that are like, well, could have told you that you were going to get hurt sprinting. I'm like,
Yeah.
then you sprint. Like, congratulations, you're strong.
Yeah, you get to race the
But
winner. We'll beat you over here.
You
Yeah.
can't run. Okay, cool. You
Yeah.
know,
It's just goals.
silly.
Like, one, yeah, if you're a dude and you're not deadlifting more than Lisa, I will make fun of you. Because I don't bench press a lot.
I don't think they're deadlifting more than me. I want to throw this out. I think it's just bench.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But
Her deadlift is probably better than theirs.
But like we talked the other day, your goal is not this max 400-pound bench press.
You don't know that.
I think we've talked enough, and I think I know that.
Never say never.
Okay, if you just
Don't tell me I'm too old.
I don't think I would ever tell a 90-year-old that you're too old to go for it. I mean, well, we had at the last powerlifting meet for the Special Olympics, we had, how old was that one guy?
78.
78 did bench only, and he still benched.
Set a record.
Yeah, he was over 200 pounds,
Yeah.
and that dude was not a very big guy.
No.
That was impressive.
He was under 200 pounds.
I was just telling Holland I was at CrossFit. I finished my workout. I was laying on the floor dying, and this 83-year-old got his first pull-up. And
That's what
I almost cried. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
Okay, cool.
And I bet if you posted a video of that, there would still be people in the comments saying you're too old.
Oh, 100%. Like, we have a whole...
They'd be like, oh, you're going to hurt yourself doing that.
70-plus CrossFit class. Works out at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
different part of the gym. It's packed.
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
like...
to the people that said you're going to hurt yourself or that you're too old, I was like, good. I hope I hurt myself because that means I'm trying to do something.
Yep.
Like, because if I hurt myself sitting at home, also, what story is that?
Yeah.
Because like at least now, if people ask how you hurt your foot, I raced my friends and I tore my Achilles. Like,
It's true. You could have said I was walking through the fridge and
Yeah.
I slipped.
Right.
yeah, like how embarrassing is that most people that do tear an Achilles is just some weird, I stepped off a curb or I was walking across the room to the fridge, but like I was racing my friends because we like to have fun.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to know who's the fastest, so we
Right.
did it.
Well, that's one of the things that was fun about explaining the pec tear. I'm like, oh, yeah. They're like, how'd you tear it? I'm like, I bench pressing. Oh, yeah. How much were you benching?
135.
405. And then everybody's like, what? I was like, that felt pretty good. And it was.
So he claims.
I've seen him hit it before.
Pause.
No, I believe it, but I'm not doing crap. That was the same I called him. I just tore my pec.
Oh, yeah. You were coming over. Yeah, you were coming over to the gym.
Cool as a cucumber. I was like, you need
Yeah.
help, like getting the weights up? No, I already done it.
I honestly, I think I would have made fun of you if you didn't. If you're like, I had to have Lisa come unrack the weight, I'd be like, why? I mean, I've
helped him.
also never tore a pec, but either way, I just be like, why?
Yeah.
I've seen you do more.
It's like I was on the phone with my boss when I tore my bicep. Like I had the phone up to my ear and I set it down. I was like, oh man. He goes, what? I was like, I just tore my bicep. He was like, oh yeah, right. I'm like, no, seriously. It's all balled up in my shoulder right now.
No, seriously, I will not be at work tomorrow.
he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you should probably go to the emergency room. And I was like, nah, I'll just go tomorrow.
Again, I don't see a point in going to the emergency room.
Exactly.
That's also a thing. Like, I'm like, well, even my wife was like, can't believe he's not going to the doctor tonight. Like, they're just
I'm
going
not gonna do anything.
yeah, they're just going to send
They'd
him
have
over.
probably put you in a boot and told you to call the ortho in the morning.
Yep.
I just would have been in a
And
boot
charge
one
you
day
a
earlier.
$400 emergency room visit.
Yep. Which brings us full circle back to the injury thing, like I was talking
It's
about.
not like a break, where they can
Yeah.
set it. But
It's true.
Well, I've had breaks where they tell me to go home and call the ortho in the morning.
really, oh
Yes.
wow.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Either way, but yeah, to go back to injuries is I think a lot of people also use the injury as an excuse, and by injury it's just like we said, the stinger. I hurt my back. Well, like have you ever deadlifted? Like went for a deadlift that was you either did it in like weird form or something was off about it, and you tweaked your back slightly.
Yeah.
A lot of people will do that and be like, "Oh, I'm out. I broke my back. I can't spinal. I can't work out anymore," and then they just never go back.
Yeah.
And then what did you do? What did you like? Why? Like you spent all this time to like it's like a video I watched about like making it big on YouTube or whatever, and the guy said like no matter what your numbers look like or anything, keep going because you never know when that breakthrough is going to happen. You could be one video away from everything taking off.
Just like this podcast.
We're almost there. One of these days,
I don't know.
This is the
I
video.
can feel it.
but is you
This
could
is
be
the video that's gonna
this.
light people's fire.
this is it.
That's
but-
they're gonna be upset about.
But you could be one deadlift session away from a new PR, or you could be one bench press away from anything.
Yeah.
Or like you could, for Highland Games, you can be one throw away from everything clicking and the sport makes sense now. So I would hate for you to get a slight injury, or even if it's a real injury, Like, then I would hate for someone to miss out on what could have been or the lifestyle you could be living because of something small like that.
Yeah.
Also, don't sleep on a good physical therapist. Like
That's
that
true.
helped me so much with my back. They just
Holland's
gave me
got
some.
great hands. More nimble than you'd think.
Magic, some may say.
Yeah, I say.
Anyway, they gave me some good stretches.
He does.
he does.
He does say.
She said, gives me good stretches, and you said, he does.
Yep. So you're not too old. Start today.
That's right.
That sounds like a CrossFit billboard.
Too old to.
It does, but I don't disagree with it. I don't know. I think everyone should train.
Until 2 years ago, when you talked me into that competition, I hadn't.
You say talked you into it like we really
You
tried.
kind of did.
It's not like we twisted your arm. We're like, oh, come on, Alan, we'll buy you a hot dog. Like,
Hey, did you know that hot dogs are from Germany? That they were invented in Germany? I saw that today. I didn't know. I thought of you.
Wow.
Sorry.
But the only thing I'd done physically for 10 years was Highland Games.
I don't want to talk about it because you lifting pisses me off.
But
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
Alan.
though, I felt like crap. I mean,
Yeah.
I competed, and then I feel better now than I did 10 years ago. Truth.
And then, so,
And nagging injuries have kind of went away.
yeah. I mean, because that's it. Like, whenever I was in the Air Force, I was only, I think I got out when I was 24. Either way, my knees hurt. And like, I trained, but not like, not as much as, or as hard as I do now. Not this week, but you know. But
I was like, didn't see you in the gym this week.
you have
Yeah.
not.
You never even responded to the, is anybody going to the gym?
Like
That's
if he
Just left
sees
us on red.
the
true.
word gym in the text thread, he doesn't.
I thought you were talking about like Jim Gaffigan,
He
and I
turned-
wasn't going
Usually
there.
you're on your way.
Yeah, he turns his
Yeah.
phone off
Yeah.
now.
But now I've already forgot what I was saying.
When you were in the Air
When you were in
Force,
the Air
Oh,
Force,
yeah.
you got out. Your knees
But-
hurt.
Yeah, I had a lot of knee pain and different stuff like that, and so like just getting into strength training in general just made everything easier. Like my knees pop now, but I mean, whose don't?
Yeah.
But either way, like just training in general, whether you're either on the smaller end of the spectrum, being like physically smaller, or if you're larger, there's no downside.
Yeah.
Like you don't have anything to lose by getting more in shape or stronger or fitter. Like, what do you lose? Better lifestyle?
yeah.
Like just how easy things are, how much easier things are to do now.
Yeah, and then I think some people let the threat of an injury stop them. Like they're afraid
Yep.
to get injured. And so then they like
I mean, I didn't lift heavy because I was afraid that I was going to re-injure my back.
yeah.
I go to CrossFit, but like I would put like a weight limit on it. I wouldn't push myself too hard.
I would also say though that you had back surgery, so that's slightly different.
Yeah, but
Because like the general people say they don't want to deadlift because they don't want to hurt their back.
But if you
And they've
gradually
never heard
progress, if you gradually get stronger,
bingo. That's what I
Exactly,
was going to
exactly.
say. It's like,
I mean, it's one thing to jump in and try to bench or deadlift 300 pounds, but if
Right.
you work up to it, you're getting
no, there's
stronger.
nothing wrong with it. I just had to get that.
You know, a big thing I've noticed from squatting heavy again, I can stand up from a chair without having to brace with my hands.
Yep.
It's just
And sometimes
Like,
you'll
holy
have
crap.
that tweak in your back, and deadlifting heavier helps. It
It-
kind of decompresses.
Yeah. The amount of times I have done that where like my back is sore or tight and I've just gone for a whether it be a heavy deadlift session or just more reps, whichever one, and then come home and use the massage gun, dude, I feel 100% better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to start squatting me now that he's out. Spotting for squats.
Yeah.
Are you saying squatting or spot?
Spotting for squats. I mixed. I put it. Made
That's
it
what I
into
was
one
like.
word.
I was like, I'm not squatting you, Lisa. Like,
Please don't.
You can squat me.
any day. Don't even have to ask.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't think there's a reason not to train to some degree, because I know someone's going to say, but I have this, or but I do this. Like,
But then look at our Special Olympians.
thank you.
You know,
That's where I was
like-
going.
Zach has cerebral palsy.
Mm-hmm.
That would be plenty of an excuse
Oh, yeah.
not to. But
Absolutely.
exactly. I mean, while he was living in this area, Zach was there 2 days a week
Mm-hmm.
and at every competition.
what about Big Dog?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I freaking love him. I just hate that I haven't seen him in like a year.
Oh, it's been forever.
But I mean, yeah, he's got every reason not to lift.
Well, home gym con, I guess.
I think he'll be there. Yeah.
That was the last time we seen him.
He's got every reason not to lift, or bare minimum, every reason to not do a full powerlifting competition or whatever competition he's doing.
Yeah.
But for one, his bench press numbers are nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, like, he actually bench presses some legitimate numbers. And then he goes and deadlifts pretty decent numbers also. So, I mean, just modify what you're doing to what is actually going on, not what you think is going on.
Big dog.
Big dog. I love watching him smile every time we bark at him.
Yeah. I'd be like, all right, big dog. Like, woo, 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 woo,
Yep.
woo.
He's
He
freaking
loves
awesome.
That's what I was gonna say. You can always modify.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people. There's like that group in CrossFit that doesn't come back when they get injured for a while,
Yep.
and then there's the group that comes in, and there's a modification for everything. 'Cause
Mhm.
Not everybody can do a wall walk. Not everybody can do a pull up. Not everybody can do a box jump. But
Yep.
there's a modification for everybody.
Because I also think people need to be a little more fearless than they are with it. Just because, like, you're not as injured as you think you are, especially going into something. Is, like Alan said,
Unless you're me.
true.
And then you're injured.
But like Alan said, work into anything, but also don't go into something with the assumption you're not going to do a certain lift for any reason.
Right.
Just
That's what
because,
my physical therapist said at the end. So I went for 4 weeks after I re-injured last time, and he finally said, he was like, "You've maxed out the weight in here." He's like, "You're just gonna have to get it out of your head that
Yep.
your back is hurting. You're just gonna have to go lift as
Mhm.
heavy as you can, and if it flares up again, then you come back."
Yep.
But it hasn't. So.
and that's it. I mean, you just, at some point, it's like any deadlift PR I've ever had is I just don't think I'm going to get it because I just don't think I'm going to get it. Like,
Story of my life.
like as far as like actual strength wise, I'll get it, but I'd talk myself out of it. So I don't think going into something with the predetermined idea that I'm not going to be able to, yeah, probably not on day one, but
I agree.
don't just not deadlift because you're afraid of hurting your back and you've never had a back issue.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some of these people have never had an injury.
Exactly.
And they're afraid of getting injured, so they don't do anything.
Exactly. But in not doing anything, you are now probably going to injure yourself doing something far less than you would have.
Oh yeah. And it's like David
And Goliath?
no,
Oh.
Corbin.
Oh,
David commented so on the when I tore my peg, you
Mhm.
should have stopped at 404. You know,
I mean,
but the thing is though, like I've seen pec tears at 315. You know, I mean it's not necessarily the weight.
no.
You know, I think sometimes it's just
It just happens.
circumstances that line up. You know, the
It could have
planets.
been something you done not related to bench.
Oh,
press.
yeah.
It
Yep.
could have injured it.
Well, you know, right before that,
Like you could shoe a horse.
yeah, right before that,
And-
we were throwing wob,
Yeah.
and I hurt my shoulder. Then I didn't feel like it was in the same spot that it was, but I remember hurting it, and I was like, "Oh man, I hope that's not going to affect my bench in a couple of days when I go to try for 405."
And it did.
You know, I don't know if it affected it or not because that day everything felt so light. All the warm ups, I was like, "Oh, it's going down." I was like, "Alan's about to owe me a steak," and then no.
Yeah.
And then Lisa's having to carry my stuff out to the car for me.
Gladly, anytime.
I think I will clip this part of it because I want someone who wants to come on our podcast and argue the other side of, is there a reason not to train?
Yeah.
I would love that.
I don't know and I'm not even making a joke. I really cannot think of a reason not to train to some degree. And I know there's going to be someone saying, "Oh yeah, I have this injury or I have this." I'm not saying train like us.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's no
Do
reason
something.
for you to not do anything.
Well, we can invite everybody that sent us all messages that we're too old, because I think
Oh.
all of us got one. So
I will invite anybody. So I
In
guess
fact, I just want to, as soon as I get out of this boot, I want to race all of them.
I mean, honestly, if you think that we're going to get injured or you want to race us, come race us.
Like, I mean, this, you know,
I got
like,
nothing better to do.
this didn't stop me from wanting to run. You know, it's like this. My pec didn't stop me from wanting to bench. You know,
I think we all made the joke that we're too old.
Oh,
but it was like a.
I
I'm
refuse
too
to make-
old for this.
I
you know?
refuse to make the joke I'm too old because I will never admit it.
But you know,
I think we all made it, but none of us were serious. But it's also like, if I'm saying, "Oh, I'm too old for this," that's different than somebody saying, "Well, you shouldn't have done it."
I think my main concern that day that I kept complaining about was it was raining.
yeah.
But Alan talked me into it.
Because
I was like, "Perfect running weather."
Dude, whenever you looked outside, I said, "How's it look?" Perfect running weather. I was like, "Well, we're not getting out of this."
Slipping that I was worried about because I
Yeah,
was not wearing the
I
right
did not
shoes. I was
take
like,
a full stride the whole
Oh,
time.
well,
My feet were
That's
sliding.
what I
held
told.
myself
I told Holland later. I was like, we were worried about the rain hurting us. I mean, yeah, we all kind of slid whenever we started, but the rain and wet had absolutely nothing to do with anyone getting injured. Mike tripped over a tuft in the grass,
yeah.
and Holland just tore his Achilles just running.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it was gonna give out anyways.
I'm just glad it didn't give out when you were like running a 5K or something. I would have never heard the end of it.
I had to walk 2 miles back.
No, that's not what I mean.
Yeah.
She made me run.
well, in this case, Michael made us run. So
Yeah.
That's valid.
I just wish Mike was. I mean, he's probably too afraid to show his face around here after he lost that race so bad.
The only time I use the old excuse is when you beat me in a throw or something.
No, that's not the only time you use it. The only time you use it is when you beat me at anything. You say, "I'm an old man." That's when you use it.
Yeah, but you don't really mean it. That's the difference.
Alan uses it to rub it in.
I was about to say, Alan's like physical specimen over here, and he's like, "I'm an old man. You just got beat by an old man." I'm like, let's not pretend you don't have 100 pounds on me, and you're like way stronger than me all the time.
You do beat me in Chief sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'd say we've been pretty neck and neck for a while. We have, well, by God, on May 2nd,
Hey,
Are you throwing on May 2nd?
I'm gonna have to.
Everybody's gonna
I'm
have
throwing
to.
on May
Because
2nd.
there ain't no way
Me
the
too.
there ain't no way the Bigfoot's throwing at anything,
No way.
and I ain't throwing with him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap that hind in. What?
No.
Anyways, May 2nd, Townsend Visitor Center for the Bigfoot Festival or Bigfoot Over the Bar Bash. Get signed up today.
It's almost too late
It's almost too late.
But it's
by the
not.
time this episode comes out.
And never say never.
You're not too old. Sign up today.
You're definitely not too old. So,
I'm glad we talked about this because the old conversation sparked a fire in Alan. I've
Alan's over-
never seen him so upset. He's like, wait a minute, what?
well, I mean, look at our
Who,
group.
what?
He was like,
When?
who said that?
Well, because look at just our group of the
He was
podcast.
like, maybe they should come over to the.
No, I'll give them the why yawn.
Can we meet them?
But look at just our group on the podcast is 33, 35, 45. Alan, you're still 42 as far as I'm concerned. 47. Michael's like 60.
Yeah.
And
How old is Mike? 55?
55.
Yeah.
Not hardly.
54.
52 or 53, I think.
Either way,
Let's call
we
him.
got a few different age groups. And for one, I'll never say it to his face, but Mikey was faster than I thought he would be
Oh, yeah.
Until he fell.
until he fell. I mean, if we're being honest, he was going to lose this race no matter what. But he was
I
quicker.
was afraid I was going to lose against Mike, not going to lie.
I think we all were. Like somewhere,
I was
in
like,
the,
I would hate that.
somewhere in the back of our mind, the thought was, I'm not getting beat by Mike.
I wasn't scared.
Alan, I don't think God made you with fear, unless there's a fire on your lawnmower.
That didn't scare me either.
I don't know. I saw fear on you.
I mean, he joked a little.
It may not have been for your life, but I think it was fear for.
It might not have been fear,
Wallet.
but it sure was surprise.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite part. Everyone's talking about him blowing on the fire, but my favorite part was him going.
The double take.
That was my favorite part. And
You scared?
then the little scoot down the yard.
Well, I didn't want to run because I was trying to think of what I was going to do.
I mean, my thought is always I
that's-
don't want to run. So,
I can't really.
but either way, don't run. Walk to the comment section on this one because I really want to hear some people. I want to hear some trash talk about how we shouldn't train or we are too old or your excuse for why you don't do anything.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you know,
And another thing.
By the way,
well, you know, it just gets me because, like,
really grinds my
Fired
gears.
yeah. Well, like when I read that, I was like, so the person that had said like, face it, you're not athletic and stuff anymore. They're like, oh yeah, I quit running back whenever, and I was like, even when you were running, I bet you weren't athletic, you know. I was like,
shots fired.
I was like, let me get out of this boot, and I was like, I'll compete against anybody in any sport that has something negative to say about training. You know,
I'd agree with that.
Let's do it. Play basketball, badminton. I don't care. You know.
Okay, that's the next thing we're doing.
But
By
I
the
think
way,
the part that got me was well, I could have told you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
I
really?
saw
I'm
that
really,
coming.
I'm really glad that we asked.
Yeah. Like,
I meant to ask you, and I just forgot.
it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember asking permission to do anything.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah,
You know?
there's only
I don't like people telling me what I can or can't do, as you know.
There's only two people that I asked for permission from: my wife and God. After that,
Mom.
if she's listening, yes. But if she's not,
Well, that's,
probably.
I know Lisa. Like I'm putting her program together, and I'm like, all right, after this, you know, put a 10 on the bar. Don't tell me what to do.
You're like, please.
I'm like,
I'm obviously not
Yeah.
serious. I don't like it. I don't like the word.
I don't know. You were serious that one time when Chip told you.
Have you heard me give him crap about CrossFit?
Not recently.
Oh, you weren't there on Tuesday.
He's
He
been
was
there all
like,
week.
"That's good,
I was like, I
Dad."
don't like this.
Do what?
Wait,
It's-
oh, were you there? Oh, that's right. You weren't there.
That's right. 'cause
Oh, I
God,
forgot.
You haven't been in the gym all week.
I have
But he
not.
was like, "That's good depth," and I was like, "That's all that CrossFit." He's like, "That's a lot of weight on that bar." Like, that's all that CrossFit. And then he comes over and he's like, "Are you lifting at the competition?" I was like, "I don't know. You got to ask my coach." And he's like, "Well, I don't think she'll be at peak performance." And he goes, "Is she scared?" I was like, "I'm trying to get out of it."
I was like,
I don't think she's gonna be at peak performance.
I was like, she's not peaking that week, so you know.
Honestly, though, that's speaking his terms. He will definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He'll be like, oh, well, okay, then. That checks out.
Oh.
Just said, I've only trained her with straps.
Right.
Wow.
Not like that, Alan.
Alan.
Hold on. Jesus.
Wow.
Owen
Oh
Wilson's
my
in here.
God.
Owen Wilson's around here. Wow.
Wow.
Sheesh. That made me uncomfortable.
That made you uncomfortable. I was about to say, we've teetered the line several times, but I guess that's where it is.
It's not quite there yet. Y'all will know.
That's what she said. Any who's or what's her? Anything else before we? What are we at?
Stone lifting. Minute 22.
Minute 22.
Hour 22.
Okay, I was like,
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
That's a long day.
How do I get that long of a minute sleeping?
I was I was like, somebody didn't hit record. We're just at a minute 22.
You guys ever seen that old movie Clock Stoppers? I mean, it's not old, but
Oh my God. It's not old. Like you all.
well, no, that's not what I meant.
I didn't take it that way, but now I'm upset.
I meant like I don't consider it an old movie that's in the 2000s.
Oh,
Not
no.
old.
So, but like old is like it was like 80s.
Oh, right.
Anyways,
What?
movie, not you.
Oh,
That doesn't mean you're old. I'm just saying the movie.
That's
Just forget it. I'm not doing it.
That's like when you initially think of a car that's made in 1986, you think, oh, yeah, it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like,
If it's made in 1980s, it's 40 years old.
I know.
Exactly.
But to me, my initial thought is it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
I get that. That's like I've said it many times. Whatever age I meet someone,
That's what age they are.
indefinitely. That's why I keep saying Alan is 42 forever.
Yeah. Well, that's like when I like I graduated high school in 99.
Oh my God.
What the crap? I graduated 96.
I graduated in 2010.
I graduated in 11.
But
I was in kindergarten in '99.
I was learning how to use scissors. That's my favorite phrase.
I'm not even joking.
but because of that though,
Because I tried to hold it in, but I couldn't. It was hurting me.
dude, as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, I hear it. Because of that though, like I see people getting, like I read like a vehicle year is 99, and I'm like, oh, that's not that old.
It can have an antiques license.
Yeah, that's so crazy. But so, how old is this movie?
Oh, I forgot that's what we were talking about. I was sitting here thinking, how'd we get here?
Clock Toppers.
Anyways, but yeah, that's a movie that sticks in my brain all the time because it was how he had a watch that would like, not so it would you would move so fast that it seems like time wasn't moving.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I would use that to take naps
That'd be nice.
because time has stopped. You could sleep for however long, wake up like 2 seconds.
All that for just talking about naps.
Well, if we didn't get derailed, that was going to be like a 5-second thing. This would be like real quick, but real quick, like super fast,
It's too fast for my finger.
I was thinking it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Finally.
Anyway, stone lifting.
Yeah.
Hold
We
on.
got that coming up.
Honey.
Honey.
Honey. Will you call Mom? Because she just called me. Anyways. Stone lifting.
Stone lifting.
May 16th or 17th.
Yes.
Unless you want to do both for whatever reason.
If you're not too old. you
Yeah,
can
if you're
do
not too old.
Yeah.
But if you want to do both, I need to preface this. Oh, I need to preface if you want to do both, send us a message because I'll just charge you the one entry fee. If you for some reason want to do both days,
Right.
that's brave. So I don't want you paying 2 entry fees for that. Either way, May 16th or 17th. Events are Husafell Carry, Atlas Stone Load, Denny Hold, Stone Press, and then Bavarian Deadlift.
Am I too old to try this?
Absolutely not. But get signed up if you like this. I like stone lifting especially. Like I love our height event because heights are, in my opinion, the best event of Highland Games or a strongman. But I love stone lifting because it's universal to everyone. You don't have to have been doing this forever to lift a stone.
Yeah.
Like, you may not win. Like, I'm not going to tell you that you're going to walk in here and have like the perfect chance of winning, but you're going to lift some stones, and at bare minimum, you're going to walk away from that day feeling pretty stout.
Yeah. And the thing about it, like with the height events, you need to have a pitchfork and a sheaf.
Yeah.
And it has to,
It's
whatever.
it's a more niche thing.
Anybody can go pick up a rock.
Exactly.
Anybody can go find a stone and pick it up.
Yep.
We proved that in July.
Yeah.
True. And that's why I love stones. That's why I'm really glad that stone culture has been coming up a lot in the last couple of years, because anybody can pick up a rock. And then it's also, traced back how far in history of people just doing that to be stronger,
Well,
or just doing that to prove a point.
Well, the Husafell stone itself,
Exactly.
The record of it being lifted goes back like 400 years.
Exactly.
And
that's like Dr. Bill Crawford even said that he's never gone to lift one of the older lifting stones and not lifted it or not had like a almost like spiritual like feeling about it, just because it's connected with history.
There's so much history to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Lifting a stone in your front yard, I'm not knocking it. I do it all the time. I love lifting stones in general, but
Your front yard is full of stones.
yeah. And give it about 400 years, buddy, there's going to be a lot of history in there.
Yeah.
But either way, it's just anybody can go do it. You want to go try the Husafell stone, it's there.
Yeah.
People have been doing this for 400 years. If you want to go try the Denny stones, it's a little bit more difficult to try those nowadays. But either way, you can still go lift them, and it's the same concept. Yeah. And also, it's just fun to say that you lifted 2 stones that were used as counterweights to build a bridge.
Right. Yeah.
It's not something that people just do or say.
That's true. That's pretty cool.
So get signed up. I don't care if you've ever lifted it. I don't care if you've never lifted at all in the gym, period. Sign up for these stones and come try it. we're not going to let you zero, and we're not going to make fun of you. So May 16th or 17th, that's a Saturday or a Sunday, in the middle of the Smoky Mountain Scottish Festival, which is almost the biggest one in the East anymore.
Yeah.
So it's huge. It's a lot of fun. It's a great weekend. Huge. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. There's going to be the Highland Games, obviously. Then there's going to be, they'll have the sheepdogs, the marching band. They'll have the whole thing. You can see Lisa play bagpipes.
No, you can't.
I thought you were playing in that rock band in one of the.
That ship has sailed.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. There's come and find out what clan that you're part of. It's just a lot of fun. So I don't know how else to say that. And then you can come lift stones with us and hang out with some of the coolest people that own a podcast. So
Sounds good.
So on that note, anybody got anything else before we wrap this up? Put a little bow on top. Once, twice. The quote of the day is, just do it. Shia LaBeouf. Hit it, Alan.